So got a special guest this week. It's Jahfari Harvey, fifth-year junior defensive end for the Hurricanes. Welcome, and we're going to get into some things here and kind of look over some things. But I'm just kind of curious what the week of preparations have been like, kind of getting ready for another game here with Clemson up next.
It's been focus and big emphasis on attention to detail, getting all the details straightened out. We've just been focused and ready to get back on that field Saturday.
Yeah, Coach Guidry mentioned it, and other players this week kind of leading up to it, talking about tempo and facing that. And it sounds like you guys are facing some more tempo in practice just to be ready for it. And Coach Guidry, he said, with North Carolina, what they did, he knows that it might come back or likely come back by other teams later this season. How much has you guys been working on that? And what's that like kind of going against the scout team there, kind of working against tempo?
So we've been working on it. Like you said, it could come back. But the biggest thing is just after the play, running back to the ball, getting lined up and looking to the sideline. So you'll be ready to get down and play. That's the biggest thing I'll say. Just getting back to your position, and looking to the sideline for the play call.
Gotcha. And Clemson, you guys obviously saw him last year, seeing him again in the running backs. New quarterback there, but offensive line. What are your thoughts on Clemson? What you've seen from them, and maybe if you want to speak about maybe some of those things, like I mentioned, those. I assume that's what you look at as a defensive lineman, kind of that running back, quarterback, O line kind of combo there.
So, great team. They got a lot of skilled players, and the quarterback's very athletic, can run around. Great backs, but we just locking in on us, making sure we do everything right on our side, so that we execute everything we got to execute. So we could get the offense good field position.
And I've heard that a lot, from players, especially you guys, saying, you work on yourself, you're paying attention to yourself. You've been around college football for a while. How much, or what do you look at when you're maybe self-scouting, self-evaluating yourself, to kind of essentially make sure you're at your best going into game week? Just what are your preparations like as you prepare and kind of want to be at your best?
I just try to see what I did, what I could do better. Like I'll try to see like the mistakes I made, or maybe it was like I'm not getting to a pace fast enough, or it was my first step. I just try to work on that on practice every day. I just try to think of a new thing to work on for myself, and then other than that, I just try to make sure everybody else is just give them their all, or just doing the best they can to work on their craft during the week. So Saturday is easier for us.
So I definitely want to talk more about your coaches and your team here, but I want to talk about the All SAXX conference that you're a member of. The SAXX is a men's underwear company, has an NIL group of 6 players, and SAXX will donate $1,000 to the Testicular Cancer Foundation for every sack that each one of your members gets there. This group right here, I'm putting an image up right now. I see you right here with you got one so far in the season. Latu from UCLA leads the group 5.5. So some good guys in here, different parts of the country. What can you say about this, Jahfari, and just kind of being a part of this?
It's great to be a part of it. I'm very excited. It feels great getting a sack, but once you know that after you get that sack, they donate some money to the Testicular Cancer Foundation. That's just even better. Like you're helping a cause that needs helping. So it just feels great to be able to get a sack for yourself and you donate money at the same time.
Yeah, and at the end of the year, the winner will be crowned by Javon Curse. The winner will also receive the Balls Not Stuck to Theismann Trophy. Maybe some keys for you, because obviously we see you kind of moving around the defense, but you're getting hurries and things like that. But what's kind of the key for you finishing off and getting a sack there? Because I know it's tough and you can play really well and have a really good play, but not finish it off. But what is that like for you? What are the keys for you to get a sack?
Just got to keep working. Just got to keep getting there. You know what I'm saying? Every third down, put the airs back and go.
Lance Guidry, new defensive coordinator for you this year. You've worked with, this is now your fourth guy with, Blake Baker kind of going to Manny Diaz, Kevin Steele. With Coach Guidry, maybe some differences or what's it been like kind of working with him? And it seems interesting at the least for a defensive player, the way you guys do blitz packages and kind of move things around a little bit. But what's it been like so far at midway point with Guidry?
It's been great. Great coach. Great dude off the field. It's similar to Coach Diaz. We're moving around a lot. The players love the defense. I love the defense. It was real fun playing in too. moving around and getting at people like that. And Coach Guidry, he's brings the energy every single day. You can hear him from down the hallway. Yes, sir.
Yeah, when we were at practices, he'd always work with the defensive backs. You could definitely hear him. Oftentimes when we would be at practice, we could hear him barking out orders and instruction and things like that. So I can imagine what it's been like. They've kind of moved you around. You touched on kind of moving guys around. You've moved out a little bit, kind of just what you've been able to do, dropping in coverage a little bit more, according to some PFF stuff. What's it been like for you this season, in this defense and also working with Coach Taylor, how he's kind of helped you?
It's been fun, being able to show my versatility, dropping back, blitzing, going even that three tech sometimes, just moving all around. It's been fun, and Coach Taylor, it's great to have somebody like that inside the building because not so many. I don't know anybody else that got a gold jacket. You know what I'm saying? He's very he every day. It don't matter what question you got or anything you probably never seen before, he got an answer for it. Because you've seen it all, he did it all. He's been in the league, 15 years? So it's great having somebody like him in the defensive line room.
Coach Guidry's new and talking about Coach Taylor with a new role this year. What do you think defensively? You guys, midway point, you guys are up, have improved in all the key categories from a year ago: run defense, pass defense, scoring defense, total defense. So far, I know you always want to keep improving, and maybe a little difficult coming off what happened at North Carolina with those numbers. But what do you think the room or the reason for this improvement that you've seen for the defense? I know you got some new players as well, but what do you think's been kind of the key for you guys as a group to improve on year over year here?
Everybody, when Coach Guidry came in, everybody bought in pretty quickly because they know he came in here hungry. So everybody bought in pretty quickly, with the game plan. And then just, when you love the defense you're playing in, like when you love, like, what I'm saying, moving around and stuff like that, it's just fun. So we have fun out there while we're getting after the other team. So it's just been, I don't know how to explain it. It's just been fun to fly around and move around, and he's scheming up these teams pretty well. So great coach. So I'll just say those are all the reasons why.
Yeah, and just hearing, Cam Kitchens have a laugh last week with he gets a sack, and it was told to us James Williams wanted to be the guy on that safety blitz. They had a good moment there, and I've seen you, on the field, excited and happy to play. So that's definitely good to say. The newcomer, you got 4 key guys from a year ago that weren't on the team with the 3 transfers in Maui, Noah Davis and Cloyd there, and also you get Ruben Bain, a new guy too. Those 4 guys, kind of the impact, the help that they've had for your defense. What can you say about that group, and maybe kind of what stands out to you about those guys?
All great guys. All great guys for sure. Great football players, as you can see. Big impact they made on this team. Ruben, freshman, coming in, you wouldn't even know he's a freshman. You would think he's a senior. How he plays out there, very aggressive. He's always around to play. Kiko, middle linebacker, he's always flying around. Very smart dude, like KJ Cloyd. Always want to take somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? It's great having them guys. I'm glad they came here instead of somewhere else. It's great having them guys in the building.
A veteran guy like yourself, I'm curious about Ruben. When a guy comes in like that, a freshman, obviously you probably heard about what he did at the high school level, but when did you kind of notice, or how soon did you kind of notice, hey, this guy's a little bit different, has a chance to help us immediately? When did you kind of notice, or what was it about him kind of early on?
Man, the first day he came and we were doing drills, I seen him get off the ball. I said, oh yeah, this kid's special, because I had never seen nobody that big with a get off like he got. Crazy.
That is crazy. When I was talking about the coaches, I was going through your kind of career, guys you've worked with, guys you've played with is kind of impressive too. Any good stories with Greg Rousseau and Jaelan Phillips at your position group? You played with both of those guys, and now you kind of speaking highly about Ruben. But with Greg and Jaelan, anything stand out to you about those 2 guys? Any memories you have?
One thing about Greg, he gets God-given, just long, big, long, great man. He's a great dude off the field. And then Jaelan Phillips, he just got a work ethic you can't teach. Like, he just 100%, 100 miles per hour, everything he does. So it's not, what they're doing right now is expected because they work hard every day when I see them. So
yeah. I want to get you out of here, and your time is very valuable. But I was curious. It's just interesting. You touched on those kind of couple seasons when those guys were here. You're listed fifth year junior. Obviously, you could come back another year. Have you decided what's that process going to be like if you want to, explore that sixth season, or is it kind of time to move on? What's kind of your mindset here now at the midway point?
Right now, I'm just focusing on Saturday, Clemson, 8 o'clock. But that just end of the season. That's when I'll think about whatever I want to do. But right now, just day by day.
Well, good, man. I appreciate it. I know, like I said at the beginning, get those sacks, make big plays, and keep having fun. So we enjoy watching you play, man. I'll let you get back to it, but thanks again for taking the time.
So I appreciate you.